Have you ever wondered what would happen if an asteroid hit Earth? It's a terrifying thought, right? Yet, the possibility is not as distant as we might hope. In fact, there are asteroids out there with the power to change life as we know it. Some could cause massive destruction, while others could potentially wipe out entire regions, or even the planet itself. But what if we could prevent these cosmic threats? Would we be ready if one of these space rocks decided to pay us a visit? Let's dive into the 6 most dangerous asteroids that could hit Earth. Bennu. Imagine an asteroid the size of 500 football fields, slowly orbiting through space, threatening to strike Earth in the distant future. Sounds like the stuff of science fiction, right? Well, Bennu, a massive asteroid that was discovered in 1999, is one of the most dangerous objects in our solar system, and it's much closer to us than you might think. Bennu, roughly 0.3 miles in diameter, is classified as a potentially hazardous asteroid due to its close approaches to Earth. But what makes Bennu even more alarming is its orbit. NASA scientists are closely monitoring Bennu because it has a 0.037% chance of impacting Earth on September 24, 2182. Now don't panic. That might sound like a long way off, but the sheer scale of Bennu's potential impact is enough to make anyone pause. Should Bennu hit Earth, the energy released would be equivalent to 1.4 billion tons of TNT. To put that in perspective, that's over 100,000 times more powerful than the most powerful nuclear weapon ever created. But here's the kicker. Scientists don't just sit around and wait for disaster. They're actively studying Bennu to figure out how to change its course if necessary. The spacecraft OSIRIS-REx recently made history by collecting samples from Bennu's surface, which will help scientists learn even more about its composition and the potential risk it poses to our planet. So, while Bennu's impact isn't guaranteed anytime soon, it remains one of the most intriguing and concerning asteroids in our cosmic neighborhood. 29075. Let's take a trip back to 1950, when a newly discovered asteroid was assigned the rather unremarkable name 1950 DA. Fast forward 50 years, and astronomers are now looking at this asteroid with far more concern. 29075 is a hefty one. Measuring about 1.3 kilometers in diameter, it's big enough to cause catastrophic damage if it ever impacts Earth. But what makes this asteroid particularly intriguing is its potential for a direct collision with our planet. While the odds of impact are still extremely low, about 0.0029%, the asteroid's orbit puts it on a course for a close encounter with Earth on March 16, 2880. So what happens if it does hit? The consequences would be beyond imagination. An impact would release energy equivalent to a staggering 75 billion tons of TNT. That's enough to cause widespread destruction across continents, potentially triggering massive earthquakes, tsunamis, and even global climate disruptions. But don't start building a bunker just yet. Thankfully, scientists have been keeping a close eye on 29075 for decades. The good news is that this asteroid doesn't seem to pose an immediate threat. Still, its potential for disaster makes it a prime candidate for future asteroid deflection missions. With advancements in technology and asteroid detection, humanity is better equipped than ever to deal with the dangers lurking in space. For now, 29075 remains a distant, but dangerous reminder of just how vulnerable our planet is to the cosmic threats that surround us. 2023 TL4. It's not every day that we discover a brand new asteroid, but when astronomers spotted 2023 TL4, they knew they had found something special and potentially dangerous. This asteroid, first identified in October 2023, is still fresh in the minds of space scientists. At just over 330 meters wide, 2023 TL4 might not be the biggest asteroid out there. But what makes it stand out is its proximity to Earth and the potential risk it poses. What really grabbed everyone's attention is the fact that 2023 TL4 has a small but undeniable chance of hitting Earth on October 10, 2119. Though the probability of a collision is a mere 0.00055%, the reality of an asteroid of this size impacting Earth would be disastrous. The force released upon impact would be equivalent to 7.5 billion tons of TNT, enough to cause massive regional destruction. If the asteroid struck over an ocean, we could see devastating tsunamis. If it hit on land, the consequences would be even worse. Massive craters, fires, and the possibility of a nuclear winter effect. Scientists have been quick to point out that while the odds are slim, the potential danger is far from negligible. Asteroids like 2023 TL4 are a reminder that our planet exists in a cosmic shooting gallery, with objects zipping past at incredible speeds. But don't panic just yet. Modern space programs, including NASA's Planetary Defense Coordination Office, are constantly monitoring the skies for objects like this one. Should 2023 TL4's orbit become more problematic, the technology to divert such a threat is only getting better. For now, though, all we can do is keep a careful eye on it. 2007 FT3. Some asteroids get all the attention, while others slip quietly under the radar, only to emerge as potential threats years later. 2007 FT3 is one of those asteroids that initially went unnoticed, but when astronomers took a closer look, they realized just how dangerous it could be. This asteroid, which measures around 340 meters in diameter, was first discovered in 2007, but it's been largely absent from public discussions since then. That was until recent observations sparked new concerns about its potential to collide with Earth. While the odds of an impact are extremely low, at just 0.000096%, the reality of this asteroid's size and the energy it could unleash upon impact is chilling. If 2007 FT3 were to strike Earth, it would release energy equivalent to 2.6 billion tons of TNT. That's enough to cause a massive regional disaster, wiping out entire cities and perhaps even triggering worldwide effects like dust clouds and climatic changes. Despite its potential, 2007 FT3 is not expected to hit Earth anytime soon, and it's been on the radar of astronomers for years. However, it's a stark reminder that some of the most dangerous asteroids are not always the ones everyone is talking about. It's a good thing that the world is starting to take asteroid threats more seriously, investing in technology and missions designed to detect, monitor, and potentially deflect these space rocks. The more we learn about these cosmic hazards, the better equipped we'll be to protect ourselves from a disaster that could come from out of nowhere. 1979 XB. Sometimes the most dangerous asteroids are the ones that slip through the cracks. Take 1979 XB, for example. First discovered in 1979, this asteroid is one that hasn't been seen for decades. Despite being nearly forgotten, 1979 XB's massive size and unpredictable orbit make it a serious concern. Measuring approximately 0.66 miles in diameter, it's big enough to cause significant damage if it were to collide with Earth. So why is it so dangerous? The problem lies in its orbit. While scientists currently have little information about 1979 XB's precise location, they estimate it has a 0.000055% chance of hitting Earth on December 14, 2113. If that impact were to happen, the consequences would be catastrophic. The energy released upon collision would be equivalent to 30 billion tons of TNT, enough to trigger devastating wildfires, massive tsunamis, and possibly even global climate disruption. That's the kind of impact that could reshape the entire planet, altering ecosystems and weather patterns for years to come. Despite its risk, 1979 XB isn't an immediate threat. Still, this asteroid serves as a chilling reminder of how many objects are out there, lurking in space, ready to pose a threat. And that's why scientists are working tirelessly to monitor asteroids like 1979 XB. With advanced telescopes and improved tracking systems, astronomers continue to watch for any changes in the asteroid's path. The hope is that with the right technology we can detect these cosmic dangers long before they reach our doorstep. The more we learn, the better prepared we'll be to deal with these threats, no matter how distant they may seem. 2024 YR4. Imagine waking up to the news that a massive asteroid is on a direct path toward Earth. That's exactly what happened when scientists discovered asteroid 2024 YR4 in December 2024. At first, the calculations were chilling. This asteroid, estimated to be between 40 to 90 meters wide, had a surprisingly high chance of hitting Earth on December 22, 2032. The probability of impact was initially set at a 1.2% chance, which, in asteroid terms, is quite significant. For context, a 1.2% chance might seem small, but in the realm of space, those odds are high enough to make scientists sit up and take notice. The energy released by an impact would be similar to that of a city-killer asteroid, one capable of devastating a large urban area. We're talking about the force equivalent to hundreds of nuclear bombs going off simultaneously, a terrifying scenario that could level cities and leave a lasting scar on our civilization. Luckily, further observations and calculations have since revised the impact risk to a much smaller 0.28%, greatly reducing the immediate threat. But still, this asteroid is a perfect example of how quickly our understanding of space changes. With every new observation, scientists gain a clearer picture of potential hazards. 2024, YR4 might not pose an imminent risk today, but the fact that it got so close to hitting Earth underscores the importance of ongoing space monitoring. With better tracking systems, we're getting better at identifying and assessing these dangerous objects, but it's clear that the fight to protect our planet is far from over. Thanks for watching. Asteroids may seem like something out of a sci-fi movie, but they're very real threats we need to keep an eye on. Stay tuned for more videos that dive deep into futuristic technologies and space mysteries. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to InnoVision Tech for more mind-blowing content. What do you think? Could we prevent an asteroid collision? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.